Hey everybody! Welcome to Medling World. Today, Roberta
Yeah.
has a we've been hinting at this the last couple of vlogs, huge announcement. Come on in, check it out. First and foremost, guys, please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World. But if you are a subscriber, you know one thing about Medling World is we always support each other, whether it's me, Roberta, or Jake. Okay? Not trying to make drama here or anything, but it is a little bit of drama. I mean, Roberta does have something she wants to talk about, and I'm just saying this because I can tell by the way she is right now, it's not easy for her. But it is important that we share it because it's part of our channel and it's a part of who we are as people. We're transparent. We always tell you what we're doing, how's it going. Second of all, it's not going to affect anything that we vlog. We are going to continue to vlog the same way.
Yeah.
So,
but it's very hard to talk about it.
It is for Roberta.
Yeah.
One thing I will say, it is Roberta's announcement, but it's also, I want to share some things because the one thing about Roberta is she's the hardest working person, literally, that I've ever met in my life. Whenever she works or goes to work or edits a vlog or helps with a vlog, she puts 100% into every single thing she does. So I know this is not easy for her to talk about what's going on with Disney when it relates to you.
Yes.
But I need to be quiet because it is about you right now, Roberta. So go ahead.
It's more conversation, I think.
Yeah.
It's a hard subject for me. It's a hard
know.
subject. You're probably gonna see a lot of cuts in this clip because it's hard for me to talk about it. I do not speak on behalf of the company. And at the same time, this is my opinion only. And a lot of people may have different opinions about
Disney.
it.
Not to interrupt, but this is about Disney employment.
Yeah, and a lot of people may have a different opinion. People have different backgrounds. People have different work
Ethic.
They have different work environments and may not apply to them. But I can only speak on my behalf. So, and a lot of people would disagree with me, and it's okay to disagree. I just ask people to respect
what
and
you
understand more than anything.
So there are going to be a lot of cuts on Roberta. I knew this would be hard for Roberta, but so I will be interrupting a lot because I have to support Roberta. This is what I meant about the passion Roberta has for her work. But a little bit, let me help you through it a little bit, Roberta. This decision is based of what's best for us as a family, too.
Yeah.
And your passion that you have, we haven't even said what it is yet, but the passion you have for Universal and Epic and how you felt very welcome there and appreciated.
I think that I will, at one point, it's not going to be right now. I think at one point I will make a video about working for both locations.
Yeah, this is just more about an
but
announcement, I think, that you want to say that's hard for you to say.
Yeah.
Roberta, do you want me to say for you? I know it's hard for you. Okay, first of all, Roberta is leaving Disney as a cast member, and it's very hard for her. As of all the reasons I said, her passion, her heart, because I think you guys here in the culture of America, we move from job to job. We're brought up in a different way. Roberta's from a very tough city, Rio de Janeiro. She's tough. She's nails, you know what I mean? She puts 100% to everything she does. So I'm reassuring her it's okay to move on from things.
I know.
Because Disney wasn't working out for Roberta.
Yeah.
And if you saw my vlog, I had to leave Disney as a cast member because it didn't work out for me. I didn't want this to turn into me talking for you, but I have to because Roberta's my wife and I support her.
Yeah, I tried.
She's crying, guys. Okay.
I tried to make this video a lot of times, and it didn't.
It's hard for her because of the passion. But one thing I wanted to say is, we love Disney. Like that's the whole point of this. We like to go to Disney. We enjoy Mickey's Not So Scary Party. We moved to Florida because of Disney.
Yeah.
And I think it's what's hard for Roberta is her dream was to work at Disney World.
Yeah.
And
I think a lot of things
go ahead.
A lot of things happened I think internally that you start noticing that as it is not as maybe I thought it was. And I think that after working for a while, I love Disney, and a lot of people know that. You know, I met a lot of amazing people, amazing cast members, amazing leaders. I started in holiday services. A lot of people know, doing the transforming the parks for the Christmas time.
And you loved it.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But at the same time, I started noticing things that I, at the time, did not agree on it. You know, and again, they are decisions that the company makes that not everybody agrees on, but it's normal.
Yeah, it's work. Yeah.
Exactly, it's work.
It's work. Not everybody has to agree.
And I did see things that, again, I did not continue in the department for a lot of different reasons. And I decided to move on to another department. And I met amazing people. And I was in a department which was merchandise that I was able to work in a lot of different locations. I think I work in every single park in here. I work in every single park. I work in making also a scary Halloween party. I had a lot of fun. But at the same time, I started noticing some stuff that I did not agree on. And internally, it started having an effect on me. And again, this is my opinion only. And there is a lot that happens between the company itself and the union. Disney, it is union. I work for Universal. Universal, it's non-union. And it's just a little bit of understanding. And it's a lot of departments have decisions that they have to make it upon agreements they have with the union. And I think in structure-wise, a lot of things that I agree with the company trying to get better in a lot of things. For an example, software and changing policies about specific things. But a lot of other things, they were unable to make specific changes or deeper changes within the company. And I did have opportunity to move up within the company. I did become a trainer, and
there's a lot of good that you got
there's
out
a lot
of
of
Disney.
good
This
things.
isn't to say that, you know, Disney's
Disney's
no
not
good.
a good company.
It's just
It
your
works
yeah.
differently for everybody. And I did have a chance of moving up within company. I just didn't feel that I had much of a chance to move sideways. What I mean by that it is that every time that I felt like I showed interest of going to different places or different locations within the company, I didn't feel like somebody was actually listening to me. And again, I'm gonna make a video in the future about comparing one company and another, but right now it's more specific about
Why you leave?
Disney. Yes. And again, I did feel like it was important maybe to move up, but I was interested in more things than what I was actually doing it. And I felt very limited at that time. And with a lot of things they're unable to change at Disney internally, it was getting harder and harder. And I think Matt mentioned this before. I start feeling like I am a number more than I am
Who you are as a
exactly.
person.
You know, and it has, I think I do have a lot of things to offer. And I saw in a lot of friends of mine, and a lot of friends that also left the company, and a lot of friends that actually still within the company, but they were able to move it in other locations in other company because they are pursuing their dream. And again, this is personal. This is what I see it. This is what I saw like happening. I cannot speak on anybody's behalf. I can just say what I, you know, how the way I felt. And I start feeling more like a number. But this is when it got to me. Everybody knows Jake is autistic. Jake is on a spectrum. And Jake was diagnosed was when he was young, really young. He was on a severe part of the spectrum. And we did a lot of therapy before. We did a lot of things to improve quality of life in Jake. And what we're trying to bring you to you guys on the channel, it is us living our life. That's all what it is.
And Jake's come a huge way.
Like,
unbelievable.
Huge way. Which the channel helped a lot. And one of the reasons that we are so close to Disney, it's just because we felt that Jake belonged here. I always felt like it didn't matter who you are, your background, you belong to Disney. And again, what I'm about to say right now, it is a big discussion, it is a big topic, and when Disney made the changes on the DAS system, a disability access service, that's when it got to me. Personally, Jake is autistic. He still qualifies for DAS, which we call. He still qualifies. It's just the Disney process did not make it easier on a lot of people, and a lot of people that does have disability was taken away from them with the new system. And my point was, Disney has again, this is my opinion. As a trainer, we had what they call the fifth key. Disney goes by keys, which we have 5 keys. And the fifth one, it was the newest one, which it's called inclusion. And one of my first priority when I heard about the changes on the disability access service was, how can I teach somebody, how can I train somebody on an inclusion key when Disney's taking away from a lot of people that does need accessibility? And again, it's a big discussion. I'm not here to talk about it. It is a right thing or not right thing to do. I am just saying how it did affect me. We went so far, like we worked so hard to try to make things as as accessible as possible for our son. And we have a lot of friends that need accessibility. And I felt like that was 10 times worse, harder, and I felt like the change on disability access was more internally issue than actually with accessibility itself. Jake still qualifies for it, but that had a huge impact on me about Disney's decision on it. And like any other job, you can't just quit. I can't just pack my stuff and leave because, we have bills to pay. At the same time, I am professional. I did address my concerns.
You did everything the right way, if anybody's asking.
Yes.
Roberta,
I did address my concerns within the company, and I am just one person. I am a number. But I did not agree on it. And I think that especially in the people with disabilities, I cannot answer for everybody else, but I can answer within our own family. It had a huge impact on me as a mother that I am trying to make things easier on my son, not complicated. And people have the right to disagree on this. I'm just asking people to right now, again, it's respect. And
I didn't even realize, I knew that how you felt about that, but I didn't realize really how it affected you when you went to work.
Yes.
Really until now. I knew that, Because
a lot of my friends also qualified for it, and they would come to me as a friend and say, I don't qualify anymore. And a lot of people stopped going to Disney, which it was not much different from us. The stress that we have to go through every time that we go to Disney about a lot of things that happen with the changes in Disney lately. And Jake is a lot more towards, Universal than he is to Disney. A few things that we heard from cast members, again, specific cast members, not company in general. Some cast members got involved in our personal business sometimes. Questions like how my son reacts when he's having dinner and the dinner's not ready on time. It's questions
These were some of the questions that they ask you
Correct.
to see if you qualify for DAS. So Jake qualified, as Roberta said, because of being autistic. He's had that pass for many, many years.
Since he was,
With, we have doctor's notes and everything that, he qualifies for it, but Disney, they don't ask for any of that.
They don't ask
They make
for
their
it.
own decisions.
And let's make it clear here, a lot of disabilities out there, Disney does not change. Jake is autistic, there's no cure for it.
He can get better, as you see in the videos. He's much better, but he's still on the spectrum.
So, but again, I'm not. The decisions that Disney makes as a company, as a guest, affects me. But when I'm working for the company, and that change happened, it did affect me. And of course, there is a big weight of how I got treated in another company, which it did ended up having a big weight on me. But that's subject for another day. We're going to talk about the comparisons and in terms of policies, in terms of, some people disagree with me. They love work for Disney. Their department, they work for years and years in some departments.
Because there are, Disney as a whole is a good employer.
It is.
I think it depends upon your leadership and which department you're in. I know people work for Disney for many years, very happy people.
Very happy.
And the point is, this is just about what happened with you.
Correct.
This isn't saying that because you go work for Disney, they're no good. Please don't get that idea, because
Disney's
we do
a
not
big
think
company.
that Disney is a bad company.
I still love Disney, and it was one of the hardest decisions.
And if you probably would have moved around a little bit and been able to try something else, it might have changed your opinion.
It might have changed it. It's just I don't feel like I was able to.
And then you make decisions according to that.
Correct. And the places that like, oh, you can move in here, which was places that it was not my interest at the time. And again, there was chances at Disney, there was opportunity at Disney. It's just I don't think it fit. And the places that I did believe it fit, I never thought that it was. I felt like you can move from a number location to another number location.
And you got to understand something, Roberta. As you said, you don't mind me interrupting a little
No.
bit during this. Disney gives a lot of great benefits to their.
You
know, you have your main gate. So for her to leave, I mean, you're also leaving that behind.
Correct.
You're leaving your main gate with free passes, right?
Yeah.
You're leaving discounts all over the place. So it's not an easy decision.
No, it's not.
So your heart really says, I got to do what's true to myself.
Correct.
And again, I want to stress, and I think I can speak for you, that we're not here to say that you should not work for Disney.
Correct.
It's all about a personal choice. There's no hard feelings. You resign the proper way, through the proper channels,
Yeah.
and you're just going to move on in your life.
And also at the same time, it is. I do believe a lot of places are great places to work within a company that
Within
like
Disney, oh yeah,
for
of
me,
course.
For me, it's not an option not go back. You know, for me, it's always an option to go back and work for Disney again. I love this company. But the decision making lately that Disney was taking in and the changes that was made
And how it affected you at work.
correct, and how it affected me personally, I think it was just a combination, and that the time being, I don't think it's right. You know,
It's just time to move.
it's time to move, and I'm
No hard feelings.
No,
Maybe Disney can use this as constructive criticism.
you know, I hope Disney do change a lot of things internally. I did address a few things, of course. Like I said, I addressed it as much as I could.
Yeah.
Disney have a great system as well. We are able to a lot of times speak it up like openly with our management.
And as we said, Disney is,
Yes.
there's a lot of great tools.
But
you have to feel comfortable in what you're doing each day when you go to work.
Yes, and I wasn't.
And you weren't. And it was slowly kind of, I could see the transition of when, and like you said, this is a time for another day, but when you were
Yes.
going to Universal,
Correct.
it all started last Halloween Horror Nights a year ago when you started working there, and you just felt like, wow, I just feel different when I go to work.
Correct.
And I think that's when things started to change for you about
Yeah,
employment.
it was a combination of things, and like I said, it's not easy to talk about it.
It's not, but you did a great job.
We're trying this, like, it's time for us to record. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, she kept putting it off, but part of our channel too, Roberta, you know who we are as people, and that's why I think people like to watch us. We keep it real.
Yeah.
And you know we do have a love for Disney as guests.
Yes.
We love their cruise ships. We
Yeah.
love Mickey's Not So Scary. We enjoy going to the park. But some of those things you mentioned are the frustration things that before never happened.
Yes.
It was much easier. And I think what happens sometimes, just in general in life, is there's people that take advantage of things, but not everybody should be affected by that.
No.
And I think maybe just in my personal opinion, part of the DAS, listening to you, I've never really heard you get into it so much and how it affected you at work, but if there's people that take advantage of the DAS, why does everybody have to suffer for that? That's not
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. But something that, again, it was Disney's decision in terms of a company, and I can't change it. I did address the things that I believe that they are wrong.
That's a heart right there for you.
And a lot of times, of course, they have what they call, like, a lot of companies, they have what they call round tables, which we can sit down, like a lot of people with management, and talk about things that, and a lot of times things are addressed that they are able to change it, and other things they are not. It's different within a company. Why Disney took that decision? Not sure. I think my opinion, it was more internal. I think that we are restructured for reasons that maybe outside and internally had to be changed. Do I agree with that decision? No. But I am just one person.
And
right now.
It's possible that if you worked in a different department or you were doing something different at Disney, you'd have a total different opinion
about it. It could be,
I find we'll save it, but we will do, because we're both former cast members now.
And both. No, I am a current team member, but you are also a former team member. Yeah.
Universal, but
Yeah.
Disney. We both worked at Disney and both left the company for some of the same reasons.
Some of the same reasons.
And I think what it comes down to is, Roberta, your heart, your value.
Yeah.
Who am I as a person? I want to feel valued when I go to work.
Yes.
And I know my opinion was when Roberta would go to Disney, she wouldn't feel like, before you would even go, I could see the value is gone about how you're, who you are. And when that's gone, how can you go to work and do your job the proper way?
Yeah.
Guys, I know Roberta really talked a lot.
Yeah.
She doesn't do that often, but she's passionate. It's who she is. She's karaoke. I mean, she's from a place where you grow up hard, and to be successful, you have to have passion.
Yeah.
I've been to where she lives. I know the people, your friends.
Yeah.
It's who you are. It's your culture.
Yes.
And I'm proud of you because you did something that's not easy for you.
No, it's not easy. And
not easy at all.
And again,
but it's okay.
It's like hopefully I'm not closing a door, because I love this company, and I do believe that I think that they need to make maybe better choices in terms of
Roberta,
a big company, in terms of future company.
But people like you sometimes can change something, Maybe what you're doing can fix something. Maybe Disney can look at that and go, we don't want to lose people. We want to change what we're doing. Or maybe we need to be more transparent. Maybe we need to listen.
But
I'm proud of you for doing that.
That's the story behind it.
We did get a long cut at the end there.
Yeah.
And I know you guys love Roberta on the channel.
I think it was the right time to move on.
I didn't know we were going to get into so much of the DAS system, but that's good. Because that's how it goes. You just open up and you start talking.
But again, like, at first, you don't think it's going to affect you as much, but as you see it, it does affect in a lot of ways. And we don't go into every detail of the things that we do in our life. It's hard. But, sometimes, like Jake, a few times he had to go into my main gate. For an example, we didn't have reservations, but I had specific tickets under my name that I could do it. Sometimes, for an example, Thanksgiving. You know, our past couldn't do a Thanksgiving, but
Christmas time,
Christmas
things like
time,
that.
or things like that for specific reasons.
Where
I had
we would
to go.
be blocked out is what
Yeah,
it was on the annual
or a
pass.
cast member preview of something that Jake has to go into my pass. Sometimes we spend half an hour, like 40 minutes, on a system just to change it from
Change his DAS
DAS
to assign it.
to assign
and
it to
then
mine.
It's just such a complicated. Where before you would just go to the service, boom, 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 have a nice day.
And the amount of distress that causes
And Jake would get very stressed over this. Like
Very
he got
stressed.
very stressed
But things like, again, it's
to
like
the point. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, but yeah,
This is what we do to each
that
other.
he doesn't want to be there no
He
more.
doesn't even like to go because he's like, I don't want to go through that. They put me on a camera. They asked me this. They asked me that. He's like, I don't like it.
Yeah, and a lot of things it affect us, you know, and we are trying to
He
do
just
the
wants to
opposite.
go and have fun.
And
Why do you have to go through all that?
and cast members some cast, again, it's specific things. Cast members would get involved in our personal life. It's like, why are you
Yeah, a
using this
couple
sticker
times.
today? It was like, because it doesn't matter why am I using.
There was a couple times where that kind of got my mind nervous.
But again, we show a lot of the parks, of the things that's happening with us.
love
We
this
don't
stuff.
do a lot of like our personal
We don't
life.
show a lot about, well, Jake's our son. We're protective of our son like any parent is. But we
Right.
have opened up more and more, and you see him with the headphones. You see that kind of going away.
Going away slowly.
If we would have started this channel when Jake was 6, you'd be like, I cannot believe who
Correct.
Jake has become. Jake is much more relaxed. He's learned environmental, and part of it is living here and being able to be exposed to so many things. But he's still our son, and he still is on the spectrum no matter what. So he does have a lot of times where he's upset or he has a meltdown. You know, I'm
And
not
a lot
going
of
to
times
blast
you-
that
I know,
all over the
but
internet on
you
him.
guys see a lot of times like, okay, no, it's too busy in the store. We have to get out. But
Yeah. Or you'll
Well,
see the way he reacts sometimes on the camera, where he's short-winded, or he just turns, or he yawns.
he turns and he doesn't look at the camera.
So we try to learn how to incorporate that and respect that as part of the vlogs, because that's who he is.
correct, but we don't want to take that away from him either, because that's who he is.
Boy, this
And
vlog
you
went
guys-
all over the place, didn't it?
You guys get to see it, who he is. We teach him like how life and everything else, and we're trying to improve every time, and we have conversations, and he's doing a lot better. But I think that it
That
hit me
affected you a lot.
a lot,
The DAS is really, I
especially
think,
being a
what changed.
trainer and an
You're-
inclusion key. You know, that really got to me.
Well, hopefully Disney can, don't just come up with a key. Practice it. Practice the principles of your company.
Yes.
That's why I love so much working where I work. The culture of Publix, our day jobs, right?
Yes.
And Roberta. Don't forget, now Roberta is full-time now
Yeah.
at Universal, and that helped the transition from leaving Disney.
Yeah.
Right? So now one door opens, right? A
Yeah.
door closes, but of course you always leave it open. You left, right. There's always a chance you could go back to Disney, and I don't think, as you said, it's not like, oh, I want to say this about Disney and
No.
screw Disney and all this.
And again,
It's what you really believe and feel.
cast members having bad reactions. Also, they feel pressure from top management of the changes that also happen. And even though a lot of times we were frustrated at the time,
As
a lot of
cast
times
member,
as
you
a
mean?
cast member,
Yeah.
a lot of times we left the place and saying, it feels like they're also feeling pressure on it. There's a
Oh,
lot
the
of change
management,
happen, so a lot of times we try not to take it personal. Maybe sometimes it's just a person having a bad day. That's what I'm saying. I met wonderful
You
people.
tried to do everything you could.
I met wonderful people in this company.
Oh, yeah. And there
I
are great
have
people in the
thousands
company.
of friends, and I think that, and it's a lot of people that they may not have the same opportunity that I have for started over with a new company, for an example, because they have years of retirement that is already in place.
So
they
you're
have
kind of stuck in there in a way, right?
correct, and maybe there is not a lot that
Roberta was like the mom of
Yeah.
Disney, I swear, because anytime we'd go with friends, Roberta was on Roberta.
Yeah,
Like
a lot
people
of
would go to Roberta to find out something. People would ask Roberta this. Roberta, what about this? Can we do this? Roberta?
Yeah.
Like your leadership and your like you're a person that people look up to. They
It's
do,
just- it's
and I'm
just
not even
'cause I-
making it up. Yeah.
it's also like being friends and being present for people and being like
talk
there
a lot.
when people need it, and a lot of times
And the bottom line is, it's not easy for you to leave.
no, it's
But you officially did have your last day yesterday, and that's why we waited.
We waited.
Your last work day. I think technically you might still have a couple days before they do the official okay, your badge doesn't work.
I did put it, as a proper. I put it in for my week notice.
You did your 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You left the right way.
Yeah.
You communicated. And now this is almost like your exit interview, I guess. But it's gonna be okay. You did a great job.
I know I was not going as much to Disney as I wanted to be, and I think it's
People
because
were asking,
yeah, and I think it was because
why you always going to Universal? Why
I
you
knew
always
it. I knew it was time to have that separation, but I wanted to make sure there was it was not affecting being a guest and being a cast member.
It's a good question. Can I ask you something when you're done? Continue.
And I wanted to have that break from Disney to make sure that what I wanted to, it was clear that the decision that I was making was based on my decision, not
as an employee.
As employee, not like I am a Magic Kingdom and I love that place, or I am an Animal Kingdom and I love that place, and I love Disney parks, and I wanted to have that break to be able to say, yes, it is time for me to leave because of these reasons.
You answered my question, really. I think now, too, when we go to the parks, you can just be a guest now.
Yes.
You don't have to feel like you're an employee or this is going on or this is I don't agree. You can just go to the park now and be a guest.
Yeah, and I think you guys still going to see a little bit because I am working a lot of hours. A lot of time people ask. I do work a lot of hours over there at Universal and Epic, and
Roberta works a lot. It's her passion.
I work a lot of hours, so sometimes
yes, I work. I work 5 days a week, but
Matthew,
I also have flexibility.
Yeah,
that's why you'll see me mostly making the vlogs.
And I do a lot of overtime because different reasons, but I also like transitioning to go to Halloween Horror Nights again, as you guys know. So a lot of times I would not be on a video as much as Matthew and Jake's school. So the next few vlogs probably from Disney, I still have that break that I needed to recover myself from the decision. But soon we're gonna start
oh yeah, no, everything's gonna be fine with our vlogging. We're gonna be right back into it. And the cool thing is, Roberta, is there's lots of things coming up with Disney that we're going to be able to do, and you'll be able to be free in your mind.
Yeah.
And we're going to make our a vlog about the differences maybe of working at both places, things like that. Why we a little bit more in depth. But you did a great job today.
Thank you.
We appreciate people watching.
We appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you for your understanding. And this video is not about. I'm sorry, this video is not about hatred in the comments, please, because it's, it's not. It's about my opinion only, and I respect everybody's opinion about how they feel about Disney, working at Disney. Some people don't like it, some people left, some people are still there, other people, it doesn't matter. Everybody has their own, experience, background, different departments.
Everybody video has nothing about hate in it.
No,
so
correct.
There should be no hate in the comments with this.
So
this is just about a passion and what you believe and why you're moving on. People do this all the time in life.
Yeah,
and then it's your turn. That's all.
It's my turn, and I just wanted you guys to understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you for watching.
Please take a moment, subscribe to Medling World. Roberta, great job. I know it wasn't easy for you.
No.
You got it. See ya.